Today, we'll be taking a look at anything from quickly accessible health medkits, all the way to grappling ropes that you can climb or slide down. This is Mod Mashup. We have a bunch of mods to take a look at today. Let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, I think we should start with the rope climb. So this is kind of like the Spiderman sweep. In fact, if you guys remember that old video, I'll put it in the top right corner. Pretty much you press left click to attach a rope to a specific location that you want it to be, and then you press right click to slowly climb your way up. But here's a fun trick. If you're on the ground and you have a bunch of slack, pressing right click and then jumping will make you fling up into the air, and then if you quickly detach the rope, you'll fly all the way to the top of whatever you're climbing. Now of course, if you want to go straight Rainbow 6 on this, you can just climb up very slowly, which is what the mod intends you to do. But I think the cool thing about this that makes it even better is that you can also go down the rope. So once you climb up to whatever it is you're climbing, you can go ahead and press R. After you put an anchor down, you press R and you'll slowly descend down to wherever it is you're on. And of course, the best part, the absolute best part about this mod is the fact that you get a swing like Spiderman. So just by jumping off of a high area or even just climbing and slowly building momentum, you press left click onto whatever object you want and you'll swing across it just like Spider-Man. So I think this is pretty cool. I don't think it's as good as the Spider-Man mod, but definitely a nice little toy to have and perfect to start the video off with. Next up guys, it's Christmas in Half-Life. What a wonderful time to be in City 17. That's obviously a joke, no one wants to be in City 17, but if we're gonna be here and enjoy the nice winter season, might as well eat some watermelon, which makes no sense, but it doesn't matter because this is a watermelon that gives you 100,000 health. Now if you guys fight a lot of very strong NPCs like me, you'll find that it's annoying that a lot of them tend to just kind of kill you very easily. You're very squishy, poor human being. But you don't have to be. You can eat this fleshy watermelon and suddenly, for no reason whatsoever, get skin that is as hard as diamond. You can take way more of a beating, but of course, you still can't stand up to Godzilla. Now Zilla, of course, will just kind of one-shot you. He does that to every small NPC, but for everything else, you'll be able to take a much harder beating before you pass out. By pass out, of course, I mean die, but this is the watermelon, guys. Very fun mod. Next up, guys, what if you take so much damage that you are now suddenly on the brink of death? Well, no worries, because we have the Rust health kit. This is something that I found that was pretty cool. It's just a nice small little mod. You pull it out, you stab yourself with it, and suddenly 15 of your health is restored. Now, I don't really like how it's only 15. But the cool thing is you can also heal your friends. So let's say that zombie that just slashed a giant 5-foot gash in your stomach. No worries, you can simply heal him for whatever reason. And doing so, you'll give him 15 health back. Now, of course, most likely you'll want to use it on yourself, and these are also one-time use. So you'll have to keep giving yourself them if you want to keep healing. It's not the best way to heal. I personally prefer eating the supernatural watermelon. But of course, it's still a fun mod, really cool animations, and it's from another face punch game, Rust. Next up, we find ourselves ahead in Pripyat with crazy looking storms going on, but why does that even matter when you look so damn good? Now of course, normally you don't look good, you look like some lazy hobo. So what better way to make yourself not look like a lazy hobo? Giving yourself a scruffy old untamed beard. And you can do that simply with the Barber add-on. What this does is you put a box on the ground and suddenly you get a wide selection of facial hair preferences. You have mustaches, you have beards, you have goatees, soul patches, full-on Santa Claus beard, and anything in between. Now the cool thing is you can mix and match these if they're compatible. So if you want a specific mustache with a specific beard, you can totally go through with that. The only unfortunate thing is that this does not work for every single NPC, but for the ones that it does work on, it actually looks really good, albeit some caveats. Okay, so the one thing I don't like is that it's unfortunate that the hair is all the same color. So if you have a young looking person, he'll have a gray beard. If you have an old looking person, He'll also have a gray beard. Now the thing about this though is, it still looks good. There is also some, depending on what model you have, some of the beards don't look as good. They might clip through the face of some of the characters you're playing as, but for the most part, this is a really cool and fun add-on to kind of customize your character. Next up, we move on to the Toy Galaxy. Now this is something that I think is just perfectly fitting because we have these studs from the Lego games. I don't know about you guys, but when I was young, and even now as a full-grown adult, I love playing the Lego games. Now, the thing that's pretty interesting is these look so realistic compared to the actual game. Once you do kill something or destroy a prop, you'll end up picking up the studs they give. Now, the cool thing is the higher the health they have, the more studs they give you. So if you kill like a gigantic demon or something from the Doom pack, you'll get a lot more studs than say if you killed poor lonely Odessa. And collecting these studs, which you want to do very quickly because they do disappear, well, they add to your collection. Once you die, your collection will be spilled out across the land, and it's indicative of all the studs you actually did pick up. So it's pretty cool that it really keeps up with all this, and it's just a fun little mod to kind of bring in that Lego vibe. And now we're on to the last thing, guys. This is the map of the video, and I'm so excited to talk about this. This is the bombing facility. Now, have you ever wanted a map where you could just sit down, hang out with some friends, and blow them the hell up? This is the map for you. First up, we have the bay that opens up into the expansive arena, and this is where you can activate some of the obstacles that you can have if you want to have like a fun little deathmatch with your friends, kind of like an indoor airsoft arena. Now, what you can also do, of course, is open up the bay doors, and that's going to open up the ceiling to an immense expanse that goes all the way to the top of the map, one of the tallest structures I've seen in a map in Garry's mod. Now, the reason why this is so tall is because you can go into the back room and you can load in your own nukes. So simply open up the doors, put in whatever bomb you want. It doesn't even have to be a nuke, but just a bomb. Close the doors, activate the button, and you'll find that it shoots up into the sky, launches out into the arena, and has a very slow descend into the inevitable big boom that you'll get once it hits the ground. Now, I found that some nukes don't always work with this, but it's very fun to test it out. Very professional looking setup too, so I really enjoyed this map because it's kind of like the perfect combination with the nuke mod. Now, of course, there's not just nukes in this map. If you go to the left, you'll find an elevator. Taking this elevator, slowly going up, you will find you will have a private viewing session. Now there's multiple rooms, so if you have like a whole full server with your friends, you can go ahead and you can have them sit in these rooms, have their own private rooms to view the spectacle that will be going on. And I think this is just a cool area to have with all your friends hanging out. Now going to the right instead, you'll find a door that says you cannot go through, but of course ignoring this and going past it, you'll find an entryway. Now if we actually skip that and go further down, we'll see a hidden brick doorway. Going into this door, we'll see that we are now underneath the map. You'll also see the name of the person who made the map, which is on the wall, which is awesome. Going back in though, we can go through that door and find it's a secret tunnel that sends us into this secret back room. This area is not normally accessible. You can look through the doors, but you cannot enter them. And by going through the back, you'll find a bunch of computers, kind of like an office space. And looking on the monitor, I'm not kidding when I say this, you'll see the date June 24th. This is actually my birthday. Like, my birthday is on these monitors. I know it's obviously just a coincidence, but that blew my mind when I was doing this map. Now, of course, going into the back, you'll see a bunch of ventilation shafts. Going into these shafts will take you into the private viewing room. So, kind of a cool little Easter egg. There's a bunch of little hidden things on this map, but that is pretty much it, guys. Check out all these mods. I'll put them in the description down below, as well as my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and all my other stuff, including my Discord. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. Mod showcases galore. I'm going to be introducing a new game to the channel that's going to sit alongside Garry's mod. Now don't worry guys, I'll always be doing Garry's mod. It's what I've always done. But I want to really add something new, just to mix things up. I know some of you will leave, but that's perfectly fine because this is just the new evolution to NecrosVideos. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, thanks for watching and farewell. As always, the last video will be on the left, and a random video on my channel that's recommended to you will be on the right. My socials will be down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.